The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Houston's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Off the play fake on first down. Got the back over the middle.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes a man miss. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And that is another first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He'll toss it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Hicks. Almost had the completion, just missed it. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's a reverse. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. He's got it on the run, and he's brought down, but a flag is also down. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UCF Knights offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. It's caught. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. There he goes. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rushes on him. Plucks it out of the air. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Hicks. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Winston. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. We We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hicks. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Knights will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
The kick is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Breaks the tackle. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. To the air, it's Hicks. Looking down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Houston will be forced to punt.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Pocket breaking down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity. not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Knights line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. This quarterback part of their running game. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They punt it away on 4th down. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to throw, it's John. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Knights in the hurry up.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Trying to pound it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on 2nd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by 12 to Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down to the 32. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hicks. The screen, and watch out. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but then throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And when you're on defense, it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Hicks. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Sends it back in motion. They'll try the run. Brings it to the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. The option look. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the option. Makes a man miss. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Just about set to start the 2nd half. Houston will kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Looking to pass. It's John. Finds space on the right. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Houston, 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Knights are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for a man. It's John. Throws for the tight end. And the misconnection on third down. The Knights will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Gets the back moving. This time they'll go to the running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Working that wide receiver screen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Hicks. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The give from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Knights want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Sweet cut there. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hicks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And that's a 1st down.
On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougar!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Dropping back, it's Hicks. Finds a spot in the middle. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
UCF 17.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play.
Illegal block of the back. Return team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. Slithers into space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Knights send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Hicks. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. It's reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. The snap sets up to throw. They've got the screen set up. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They booted away on 4th down. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead, though, and he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They want that clock to run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. There he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. They boot it away. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Here comes the option. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. They'll send the back in motion. Has to get there to move the sticks. Stopped short of the marker, and a stop for this defense, and they get the ball back.
Offense is stopped.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.